But did the ocean breeze pacify you? Did the palm tree?
Good day, good people. Welcome back to another episode of what? Jojo and
Dee.
Back with another legendary episode. Yeah, it's going to be monumental. It's going to be something that's amazing. Just got to see what we're going to do. Hey, if this is your first time, welcome. This is episode number 3. Welcome to episode number 3. Excuse me, my nose had a little itch right there. Welcome to episode number 3. And if this is your first time, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching this is on the Just Jovet YouTube channel. Feel free to follow us also on IG, on Instagram at Just Jovet, and also on Dee's page. Go ahead and shout your page out.
J2 Riley.
J2 Riley. So on Jojo and Dee, we are just two friends that talk about what we talk about. Pretty much, we just take our conversations that we were having in private and decided to make them public. So here we are again with another one and another one.
And another one. Hey.
So Dee, how's your day been? How's your day going? How's your week been?
So week has been very, very long, very, very long. As the weather's been a little gloomy. It's been raining a lot. So, of course, this week was short because we had Memorial Day. Thank you for the men and women who serve for our country. Thank you so much. And continue to rest in love, rest in peace for the ones who have risked their lives in the service. So aside from that, it's been a short week, but a long week. But guess what? Today is my Friday. Today's my Friday, y'all. So I'm very excited. And just been a long week. Nothing I couldn't handle, but I'm here now. I made it.
Hey, some of us are fortunate to have 3-day weeks on a holiday week. Some of us are not so fortunate. Being me. But that's all right, though. It's okay. You keep pushing, you keep moving, keep growing in it. So, doing good, living life. I'm good this week. Yeah, I don't have really much to insert in there other than I do feel the gloominess of the rain because I haven't been able to go out and play tennis.
Oh, perfect.
And I got to work out. This body doesn't stay this thickness on its own. It does take some work for me to maintain this proper thickness. Okay. So just know that this body takes work.
Work. I got a song for everything. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And that's fine. You should have a song. You should have a song for everything and every season in life. You really should. You got to have your happy songs. You got to have your songs that at the end of the day, sometimes you're feeling sad. And you got to have sad songs. You got to have a song for every season. So that brings up a good question. What's your favorite song? Like, no matter what. What's your number one go-to song? I know that's hard for you. Because when the question comes back on me, it's going to be hard as well. But what's your number one, like, or okay, let's go top 3 songs.
So how about I change that again? How about I do my number one song?
Okay, if you got your number one,
so we're
cool.
talking about in the now, right?
In whatever
now.
Song gets you in, it gets you hyped or up in whatever season you're in your life.
So y'all don't laugh at me though. but please don't, because I'm not a big. It's certain music that I listen to the most, and this is not the type that I listen to the most. But I would have to say "Rags to Riches." I don't know. That just get me pumped up. Like everywhere I go, I'm just like, hey, hey. So I ain't gonna tell y'all who it's by, but just go listen to it. "Rags to Riches." Yeah, that's my number one.
The question is it Nipsey's version? Nipsey of the Hustle? Because that's my Rags to Riches jam.
Hell no. But both of them are good, so yeah.
All right. Tell them who it's by so they can check it out if they don't know.
Hold on, y'all. Let me tell y'all, because I don't know who it's by. That's funny. And I know that's why you asked that question. But every time I hear it, I just be like, "Rags to Riches." Rags to Riches. That's why I said y'all don't laugh at me. I'm super lame, but I still like to have fun. So, yeah, that's my song in the now. Who is it by? You know, right?
Who know?
You.
Who I know?
Mm-hmm.
Google will tell me in 2 seconds. I told you the one I know, Rags to Riches by Nipsey Hussle.
Who's it by husband? My husband know why y'all laughing at me.
Little Baby.
Oh, Lil Baby.
Oh. Yeah, that's who it's by. Y'all, real talk, I am just now getting more so into rap in my age of now. I never really like been into rap and hip hop like that. And I think my hair was rubbing over the mic the entire time. So, anyway, my song, go to, no matter what, is Mary J. Blige's Fine.
I knew you know that.
Let it go. Let this love take over you. Fine, 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 fine. Ooh. That's fine. Ooh. It don't matter what's going on. Just when that beat come in. Yeah, that's mine.
That's a good one. I like that one too.
Yeah, that's mine. Just put it on. If I'm feeling down, put it on. Just put it on. If I'm happy, just put it on.
Sorry, y'all. We a bunch of music heads. Sorry.
Kinda music heads. Cause we clearly exploited our rap flaws. But go to another genre. Oh yeah. Gospel music. I get you all day long.
Mm-hmm.
You can play two bars, and I'll know the song. Yeah.
We're gonna play some bars today.
We're gonna play some bars. I will say that for her. Yeah, we'll do that one day. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. That would be fun. Let us know. For us to have a game night. Game night when Jojo and Dee are in person. Oh.
Hey.
We're in the same city. Can't wait for that day. It's coming.
A surprise.
It's coming soon. Coming soon.
Sooner than soon. Sooner than very soon.
Hey, come on, Andre.
But not the rest of the song. Yeah. We trying to wait on that.
I'm not trying to see. Kenny Chesney had a song. He said, everybody wants to go to heaven, but I don't want to go right now. I definitely sit on that 100%. 100%. All right. Well, should we go ahead and get into it for the day?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Our silliness.
Our quirkiness. So today we are talking about balance. Balance in life. That's hard, to say the least, between whether it be work-life balance or spouse and life balance, just family dynamic. balance. I just kind of said family twice, but whatever your family may be, or your whatever it may be, trying to grow yourself, but you still have obligations that you have to stick with in order to, pay the bills. Like, you have dreams that you want to do and you're making moves to that. So, but at the end of the day, you can't just leap out into those dreams just yet, because you still got to keep a roof over your head and pay your bills. So that's
and feed some other mouths. We ain't talk about that, but yeah.
Yeah, if you had kids, or if you have dogs,
Cats, dogs, iguanas, all of them.
Whatever.
Whatever it may be.
Yes, plants. Your plants got to eat too,
Not the plants.
The plants got to eat too. So that's basically what we're going to talk about today. And we're just going to share why it's hard for us, and please engage in this discussion as you watch this, and let us know, like, what are some things that you found to be successes in helping with work-life balance, or imbalance in life in general, or some of the things that you found like absolutely do not work at all. Yeah. So for me, I know as I continue to grow and doing different things. First of all, let me stop right there. I'm a person who is always doing something. I am rarely sitting down on a day and not having some type of activity that I'm doing. So whether I'm taking pictures somewhere, filming somewhere, although I don't play as much as I used to, playing somewhere, or now I've taken on woodworking, skating, working out. That takes a lot of time. And then my regular 7 to 6 job, however many extra hours it is that I have to work in a day. So at times for me, it gets really challenging. And so I am at the point now, since I've moved up in my job to more of a supervisory role, I don't have as much time to rest as I did before, when I didn't have as much responsibility on my job that pays the bills. So I had to put a stop. Even though things still need to get done there, I had to decide to put a stop and use my personal time for my personal time. And I feel like when I draw that line, or drew that line, that's really what helped me out and helps me out the most. It's just staying consistent in drawing that line and let my no be no. Because sometimes you're going to have to say no, especially I have to do that at church. Definitely start saying no, because guess what? I can't do it all.
You can't.
Okay.
You really can't. No one can do it all.
and maintain that amount of rest. Because, a lot of times you hear people talk about, you can rest when you dead. You should be this. But at the same time, guess what? In this life you live right now, you still got to make sure that you take care of yourself and rest. And that's the biggest thing of helping with that balance and not feeling overwhelmed for me. But go ahead and move in and chime in.
So yeah, just wanted to go back to what you were saying about, saying no. A lot of times we think that we have to be Superman, Superwoman, but there's power in the word no. Let's talk about it. So much power in the word no. A lot of times we get so frustrated because we are constantly giving out a lot of our energy, of our hard-earned energy, to really, if we truth be told, to things and people that don't even matter. And one rule of thumb I have now, since I've grown to be, a little bit more mature and been around people, if it's not gonna end, if it's not something you're doing to enhance your life or to, keep you growing and consistent, and if it's not in line with your dreams and goals, why even dedicate your time to it? And I think that's really why a lot of us really struggle with the, like, you going back to the work life thing. A lot of us have, those regular 9 to 5s. And a lot of the times we become so frustrated, like myself today, I'm looking toward the weekend. Why? Because it's been a long week. And a lot of things, the regular 9 to 5, yeah, it pays bills, but there's a lot of things with your 9 to 5. Everybody's not fortunate enough to do something that they're really, really, really passionate about. So it becomes hard and you become frustrated and you're spending more time spending your wheels in something that may not even be the end. Yeah, we can use it as a stepping stone, but we're spending hours among hours on top of hours at a job, and most of the time they could care less, what happens to you. So you have to be really, really, really in tune with yourself, your body, because your body will let you know when it's time to quit. I've been there. I'm pretty sure most of you have already been there. So you have to listen to your body. I, too, myself, am in a supervisory role now. And one thing that I like to really tell my employees is that, hey, practice self-care. If you feel you need to take off, take off. Don't try to work yourself, because at the end of the day, you cannot be as productive if this isn't here, or if you're
Mhm.
not together physically. You cannot. Like, the quality, the output of the work that you're doing is not going to be A1 because of how you're feeling inside in your mental state. Like, a lot of people, truth be told, really do suffer from the mental illness thing, because they don't practice the self-care. And we'll just keep spinning our wheels, running ourselves ragged until we hit that brick wall. And trust me, brick wall is not where you want to be. You don't want to hit that, especially in your younger years. You don't want to hit that too soon, because you'll be good to no one.
Mhm. That's just. I was talking to one of my coworkers, and they were just talking about how overwhelming the job is and how much stuff we have to get done, and there's just not enough hours in the day. But I'm truly at that point of, it'll be here tomorrow. I'll get the important things done, right? The important things, meaning whatever the biggest portion of the fire is right now,
Right.
that I can put out. That's what I'm going to tackle.
I agree.
If that fire is way on the other side of the building and it's not a threat to the structure of what's going on or harming anybody, guess what? That fire is just gonna have to burn a little bit longer till I can get to it, until we can get to it. Period. And so, because we were having this conversation, and I could see it weighing on the individual. I could just see it in their face, and it was just like this whole like. Hi. Good morning. That's their whole mantra, because it's just so much.
Yeah.
And I said,
exhausted.
yes, take your dogs out for a walk. Please go do that in the evening. Go leave here. That report will be here tomorrow. Because if you croak, right, because you're so stressed out, what good are you to anybody on this side? Like, because you stressed yourself to death.
Yeah. And you'll be replaced in a couple of weeks anyway. Or even the next day.
Right? So,
Yeah.
hey, be smart about it. That's not like, hey, be lazy about your work. Absolutely not.
Definitely.
That's not saying that. But there is a smart way to go about things. And also too, just to add on to that, and we can dive more into the second part of it, because we kind of started touching on it a little bit with when we're talking about dreams and going after what you're really truly passionate about. And it may be that you can only dedicate 2 hours right now. But guess what? Don't sit up there and sulk about that 2 hours. No, use that 2 hours effectively. Because that's what we're doing right now. Using the 2 hours effectively.
Right.
To then chip away at the big old block of ice. I guess that's just the metaphor I just decided to use. Chipping at the big old block of ice to get to the dessert in the middle. You know? And sometimes it just takes longer to get to that treat in the middle, or the ice block, or the Tootsie Roll Pop, whatever you want to call it, you know. And you just have to take it step. We got to put it in because we haven't put it in yet for this episode. You got to take it step by step.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Absolutely, all the time. And hey, you just go for it, and you take the leap. We talked about that in the first episode. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. Conquering your fears and taking that leap. And in that leap, you take consistency, but you have to realize that balance that you have to have, right? In making sure that you take care of business, but also are able to then move. If you're this way, right, and you want to be over here, right, you just got to start taking that time to slowly,
step by step.
all the time.
Step by step. I wanted to pause here for a second because you kind of said you took us back to the other episode that we had when we talked about consistency, right? And so it's like, you know, you don't want to be lazy, but you don't want to exhaust yourself. And like you said, with reaching your goals, you have to be consistent. So I'm on social media, not too much, but I was on Facebook and I ran across this post that one of my friends made. Shout out to Gerald Williams the second. Yeah, Gerald Williams the second. We actually got a chance to meet him while we were in college at Texas A&M. So we used to hang out. So a very good friend of ours. This is what he posted. So I'll read it word for word. It says, everything you want is on the other side of your inconsistency and disobedience. So I just wanted to put that back out there because I know we also have been talking about consistency, and we'll probably get our updates in a minute about, you know, from last week or the week prior. But I just wanted to, you know, share that with you guys to know that everything you want is on the other side of the inconsistency and disobedience. So just because you painted that perfect picture of the ice and getting to that dessert, you know, that dessert is everything you want. Whether it's a new car, new home, new job, to be a solo artist, basketball player, what have you, it's right there. And that's on the other side.
That's true. That's true. And that's one of the biggest struggles, is because we want to do what we want to do when we want to do it, how we want to do it. And so that's breaking apart that inconsistency and disobedience, right? Because we want to do what we want to do, how we want to do it. Well, you can't always do what you want to do, how you want to do it. Sometimes there's detours and different avenues you have to take or have to go on in order to get to that ultimate will. And it's not your will. At the end of the day, it's God's will that he has for you. Right. And so we have to keep that in mind, and how we navigate and how we choose to execute things in life to get to those things that we so desire.
Right.
And it's all about keeping your focus and being obedient and learning to hear and know when to make a move and when not to make a move, because everybody's going to have to take some type of big step.
Mm-hmm. And when you talk about, I'm sorry, I didn't mean
go
giving out these good nuggets. But when you talk about the being able to hear, you kind of really touched something right there, because a lot of times in order for you to hear, guess what? You have to have that balance. You have to be in alignment. So it makes no sense to exhaust yourself like you were mentioning with your coworker. He or she probably didn't know whether they were coming or going. And a lot of times in order to hear, you have to be in balance. Like you can't be out of whack. You have to just be right there in the middle.
Got to be right there in the middle, or not to a point, and balance to the point where you're not, where your left leg is just cannot stand.
Yeah.
Because you didn't put enough on your right. And then sometimes you do have to give more support to one side than the other side.
Right.
That's the fact. But that's, as long as you stay in equilibrium, balance.
Thank you.
Whatever words you want to use.
Yeah.
That means keeping your stuff in line. That's basically what that boils down to.
Yeah, basically.
You know, being able to keep your stuff in line and not lose it. Because if you let it, it can definitely take over you. And to where it's just completely out of control, and you're just like, I that's all you can get out. You know, that's all you can get out. And you got to continue to, just as long as you're making the progress. Actually, my pastor preached about it on Sunday. You know, we usually don't get I usually don't talk about everything my pastor talks about, but it's completely relevant to what we are talking about right now. And he said, don't discount the small steps. That was one of the points in the sermon. Don't discount the small changes, right? Because we kind of touched on it before a little bit, but it's definitely worth reiterating, because a lot of times we want to see ourselves all the way. You want to go from here all the way over here, like I said a minute ago.
Yeah.
But you may have
in 2 days.
Right. And you may have listen, patience is something that is coming up right now in me. I was literally talking to my cousin yesterday on the phone, and I said, we can sum up what is going on with Jovette in 5 words. Jovette is struggling with patience. I am struggling with patience right now, but I have to remember, don't discount the small steps. That's okay. That's because you're making it is a part of the process, you know. and my coworker and I, we were talking today again, and they were saying, it's like I take 5 steps forward. I mean, I take a step forward and get knocked back 3. So it's like I'm not making any progress. But you have to realize that you may have took 3 steps back, but you still went forward 1. So you're still 2 steps ahead than you originally were.
Right.
When you look at it. So I just wanted to bring that whole don't discount the small steps in that. And so your balance may be a small step in the overall theme of it. Let's see what else we got.
Finished product.
Mm-hmm.
We basically touched on a lot of things, y'all, today. We went off a little bit, but it's all in the name of creating a work-life balance and just remaining consistent. It goes hand in hand.
Yep. So, ignore that sound, but you're going to see what that is in a second. So, I had a choice to make, and I'm about to make the wrong choice. But that's okay, because God is still faithful. Amen.
Yes, he is.
So, if you watched the last episode, we told you that we were going to give you an update on our 30-day consistency challenge.
Yes.
Well, it's been the 2 weeks since the last episode. So here we are, 14 days in. You want to start, D, or you want me to start?
I'll start.
Go for it.
Okay.
Please.
So, last episode, for you all who are getting on for the first time now, thank you again. So Jovette asked us to come to have 2 things that we want to remain consistent in or even start. So I chose exercise, and I chose ways in which to reduce stress. So my report has been really awesome. So what I've decided to do, and I talked about it last time, is I have a group chat with my sisters and mom. So we hold each other accountable for doing the workout. So right now, I just want to be transparent with y'all. There is one day that I normally choose out of the week to not work out. And I just wanted to rest my body and just to do whatever I feel like doing. So what I've been doing is basically doing a 45-minute walk in the evening, which is about 6 o'clock right after I get offline, when I do get offline, y'all. But I've been doing that, so I've been consistent with that. I've actually factored into a few little squats here and there, but that's mainly what I've been doing is walking for my exercise portion. And I've actually increased my water intake as well. Now, I didn't say I was going to do that, but I just know that a lot of things go hand in hand, so why not push yourself? So the other thing about stressing, just finding ways to reduce that, y'all, let me tell y'all, Amazon. I know a lot of y'all order things from Amazon. What I thought about was just getting into my youthfulness again, because I'm always serious every day, all day. So I was like, let me find something that's a de-stressor. I remember when I was younger, what I used to do, let me tell y'all, we used to have what we call coloring books, right? So I decided to get me an adult coloring book. I'm going to show y'all right now. This is not a sponsored video, so I just want to let y'all know how amazing this book was. So it's basically a positively inspired coloring book, right? So here it is. I don't know if y'all can see it. This is what I chose to order from Amazon. So basically, it's just a lot of inspirational quotes that I can probably use from day to day. But I just decided to use coloring as a de-stressor. And it's been working. Little side note, especially when I'm with my husband, when he's driving, y'all, he's freaking me out sometimes. I'll be like, no, stop, go, stop, you're going too fast. I'll just bring this little handy dandy coloring book with me and just start coloring so I can calm my nerves, y'all, because sometimes I'm like, But it's been working. So if you would like to invest in something like this, please do. You can get it at any local dollar store. Like I said, you can get you a pack of color pencils. You don't have to go to Amazon route. Y'all, there's a lot of things at the dollar store. I'm trying to tell y'all. Go to the stationery aisle. There's a lot of, they have books that you can read, coloring books, little jigsaw puzzles, crossword puzzles, y'all. And it'll really, like, you're really learning while you're de-stressing, right? If you're exercising or if you just want to be in place, just try it. Try it. Go back to your childhood. Try it. But yeah, that's what I got for y'all. So I've been doing good. I'll keep this going and give y'all some more updates as we continue with the 30 days.
All right, cool. Good job. Hand clap, hand clap, hand clap. Round of applause. Good job, D'Angela. See, D'Angela, God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not going to discount everything I've done, but I am.
Don't do it.
So my two things were to put my clean clothes where they go. And not just put them in my clean clothes pile that I have, that I pick from, every day. So progress on that.
Come on,
I'm still building my dresser because I'm building it from scratch. But I did decrease my clean clothes pile, and I organized my clothes to where when I do finish my dresser here in a short couple of weeks, I'll tell you, I'll be doing too much, that I'll be able to put them up. But I did organize them more so than they were. So they're actually in tubs now. So I have them in 2 tubs, organized in those tubs so I can easily pull them out instead of organized in the pile like they were. Like I had my stuff here. Then I had my regular stuff, right? It was a system, but nonetheless, it's not a presentable system, right? And I'm trying to get better in that consistency in my life, right? So the second thing, I'm happy that I got that far. The second thing, I said I was going to be paying attention to more so what I'm eating. Y'all, today, I did not. This is why I said I wasn't going to discount myself. And we just talking about today. The rest of the week, I actually really did pay attention to the things that I was putting into my body and eating. I actually started intermittent fasting again.
Wow.
So it's going to continue. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to speak life over that. But y'all, today my mouth went, I want some cake. See, God didn't want me to have no cake.
Because it's about to cut open.
y'all, I'm finna go ahead and take a bite right now
because what kind of cake is that?
I don't even know, but it's been sitting out and it's chocolate and
what's that? An Oreo cake?
I don't know where it came from Walmart. I wanted to go to H-E-B, but Walmart was on the way home.
Jojo, what does it say on the top of the thing?
I'm sorry.
What does it say?
I said that was good.
No. What is the name of the piece of cake?
It's a chocolate chip explosion cake.
Come on.
It got a lot of chocolate chips in it.
Boom. Yeah,
it don't taste the way I thought it was going to taste.
Oreo cake.
That's actually low-key. That's what I wanted. But because H-E-B was not on my route home, I couldn't go.
So my guilty
This is water, by the way, y'all.
It's that Hershey's pie from Burger King. Oh my God. That is so good. $169 now, I think. I haven't had one in a while, but y'all. Ooh. I might treat myself tomorrow. Nah, not tomorrow.
Whatever day you do it. And just make sure it's that day you do it. Y'all, I'm done with that cake for right now. It wasn't nasty, though. There's a lot of chocolate chips. If you like chocolate chips, the chocolate chip, by all means, go to Walmart and get a chocolate chip explosion, because the chocolate chips will explode in your mouth. Because there was a ton of them in there. Well, I was all right.
How much did you spend?
Girl, I'm not going to even disclose that. No, I don't want to disclose that. It was a stupid amount of money.
Well, y'all, it's at Walmart. And that's
It was a stupid amount of money. Y'all, I think I paid $3 and something. Yeah, it was like $4 for this slice of cake. Like, oh, idiot.
You could have made a box cake for that. And some.
Don't nobody need a whole box cake.
Well,
I got one in the I got one in the cabinet anyway. Let's talk about it. Ooh, do y'all bake from scratch? We finished with the show. We just wrapping up. Do y'all bake from scratch? I bake from scratch.
I can do cookies from scratch.
D'Angela getting there.
I've done one cake from scratch, and that's because JoJo showed me how to do it.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put it down in the description below.
Please do.
If y'all want to make 1, 2, 3, 4 bundt cake, do 4. It's easy. Simple as 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you need to know. Simple little birthday pound cake. You put some vanilla icing or chocolate icing on it, some whatever icing on it.
Put the pineapples in the middle.
Oh, you can do that. That involves a layer, but we can start with the people with just the
Oh yeah, starting with the base.
But please let me know in the comments if y'all want to know the other cake. I typically make it during the holidays, but it's not really a pineapple upside down cake, but it's a cake with pineapple.
Right.
And it's good. Delicious.
I like that piece of cake you just ate. It's actually better.
It is. It's nothing like a good homemade cake. Or good homemade tea cakes. We're going to talk about food every episode because we talked about French fries last week. We talked about French fries last week. Well, if this helps us, look, maybe this will help me because y'all saw I only took 2 bites of that cake. Look at my physique. I don't just take 2 bites of a cake. Okay?
Physique.
Do not. I eat a slice of cake at minimum.
The whole slice.
But I'm over here still sipping on this water, by the way, which is delicious. And it is nutritious.
How much water did you have today?
This is my second one. Y'all, this is 64 ounces.
That's good.
So it's kind of my crutch. I gotta have ice water though. If I don't have ice water, it's not the same unless I worked out. If I worked out, I can definitely take room temperature water. But like regular drinking water, ice water. So, yeah. Do we have any parting closing thoughts?
Well, not really. But I still want to keep the challenge going and provide you all with updates. Just a reminder to try to get there with your work-life balance. It's not going to come easy. It's not going to be an overnighter. It's not going to be a microwave process. But just think and consider, how your body will appreciate you more by creating more of a work-life balance. Whether you're an entrepreneur doing a 9 to 5, just consider.
Yep. Do what's best for you and listen to you, just like she said. So, with that being said, check us out in 2 weeks on the next one. Episodes drop on Mondays. So, remember, like, comment, subscribe to Just Jovette. Follow me on Instagram at Just Jovette and follow D'Angela on Instagram at J2 Riley. Yep. That's J with the number 2 Riley. And we post different things on there. Just day-to-day stuff that we post on there from time to time. So follow us there. Follow us on Just Jovette. And thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.
Bye, y'all. See y'all next time.
But did the ocean